Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today, we're going to be covering the Money Fronts update in Grand Theft Auto Online, and we're starting off with a banger. This is the new Sentinel GTS, the Ubermacht Sentinel GTS, based off of the G80 BMW M3, and this is the first car I'm customizing today. I'm super excited about it. I think this thing is going to be awesome. I've actually had a little bit of experience driving this thing because I just did the new Quickie farm missions. Which are a new series of missions that have been added into the game. I'm going to make a video about it later today, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this car customization. We're going to go all the way up on the armor, the brakes as well, of course. The engine, we're going to go level 4, obviously. Turbo tuning, let's go ahead and throw that on, and the race transmission. For the suspension, I am going to lower it down as much as possible just because I think it's going to look better. And now it's time to get into the actual customization options. Now, quickly, before I do this, I am just going to change the color of the car to a silver so that hopefully if there's some customization options that, require you to be able to see them a little bit better, like white liveries, for example, we'll actually be able to see them. So anyway, we're going to start off with the front bumper options. We have the reduced stock splitter, so a little bit less aggressive aero. We also have the extended splitter and the extended splitter with canards. Pretty cool. Kind of wish there were more options. A little lackluster in my opinion, but honestly, I kind of like stock, to be honest. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep it stock, to be honest. I just think it looks better. For the rear bumper, though, we have the stripped rear bumper. We have the carbon rear bumper. Would have been nice to have a carbon option for the front as well, but I guess not. We got the street diffuser as well, the tuner diffuser with fins. We have the tuner diffuser with large fins and the large fins and rear canards as well. So you can go for like a full race build on this car, which is pretty cool. I do appreciate that for sure. I'm going to go for the street diffuser. I think that looks really good. It matches the front. So let's go ahead and do that. For the exhausts, we got the titanium tipped exhausts. We also have the carbon wrapped exhausts, the aluminum tipped exhausts, or the STD division exhausts. I like that. STD division. Let's go. Go ahead and put that on. We also have the STD division fenders that we can change up here, which is pretty cool. We have the tuner fenders as well, which give it some venting there, a little bit more aggressive styling, which is pretty cool. We also have the stripped fenders, which just totally take it away. We have the vented fenders, and of course the race fenders as well. I think the race fenders look absolutely fantastic. I kind of wish that we could do this with another one of the options. Kind of want to go for the STD division fenders, but at the same time, those race fenders look really, really good. I think I'm going to go for the race fenders, honestly. I think they look so good. I can't really pass it up. We also have the carbon grille. We also have the carbon straight slats grill. We no longer have to say free YSL, so that is cool. And we have the tuner grill as well. See, I hate that it's carbon and the rest of the car isn't carbon because it makes me not want to go for it. But at the same time, I do feel like the tuner grill does look quite a bit better. I'm going to go for it, even though it doesn't really match, but whatever, we're just going to have to deal with it. We have the stripped hood that we can go for here. We have the Ubermacht hood as well, the street hood, the tuner hood, the carbon vented hood, which that does look pretty tight, I gotta say. We have the race hood and the competition hood. Out of them all, I kind of like the street hood because it kind of gives me like M3 CSL sort of vibes, which is kind of cool. Actually, I don't think they make the CSL M3. They only do that for the M4, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Xenon for the lights, though, we will go for that. And for a neon kit, I will put one on just to lower the center of gravity to make the car just perform a little bit better. We do have some livery options as well, like the GTS black stripes. Those do look really good. We also have those in white as well, which kind of allows you to go for like sort of a CS look, which is kind of cool for the M3. So that's cool. Got the laked. Sorry, Germans. We also have that in mono. We have the mildly offended. That is pretty horrendous looking. We have the Shedmeister, the Shaded Meister, the Drift Show, and the Art Project. Kind of cool. I don't hate the liveries for sure. Not really my style. I'm not going to go for any of them personally. I just don't think that they're going to fit with the vibe that I'm sort of going for with this car. but it is cool. We do have some good options there. For the mirrors, we have primary mirrors and we also have secondary mirrors available. I'm going to keep the stock mirrors. I like the carbon, so we'll go ahead and keep that. Yellow and black for the plate is what I'm going to do for that. For the color, I was kind of thinking about going for something a little different, and I was kind of thinking about going for a purple. I've seen some G80s in purple and I think that they look really, really good. So I want to go for a metallic midnight purple, but for the pearlescent, I kind of want to go for a blue to sort of give it like a blue purple like shift sort of look to it. And I think Mariner Blue is going to do that for us really well on the pearlescent. So we're going to go for the Mariner Blue pearlescent on that. And for the secondary color, it does affect the headlights here. So I was kind of thinking, unfortunately it also does the grille surround, which is kind of annoying because I was kind of going to go for like the BMW laser headlights. I'm sure some of you will be aware of what those kind of look like. But I don't really know if it's going to work with this build because of that grille surround. I was planning on doing them in maybe like an ultra blue or something to try to really get that to pop. But I don't really love it on the grille surround necessarily. So maybe we'll go for like a Mariner Blue because it's a little bit more subtle. We also get the brake calipers done by this color as well, but I don't know, it's kind of making me not want to go for it, to be honest. Maybe I should go for, honestly, maybe just a midnight purple to match. I think that's probably going to be our best bet. For the interior color, this car does have a pretty nice interior, by the way. I'm just going to say that. I think that, I mean, we could go for like red-ish, like the BMW like Secure Orange, I think it's called. Like a garnet red, maybe, on the interior. Honestly, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We could also go for the blue interior, though. Not that I'm trying to make this like a full realistic build, but it kind of would be cool to kind of match the real-life cars a little bit. Harbor Blue kind of looks really nice inside. I don't know. It's maybe a little too bright for my liking. I wish there's something a little darker, maybe. Like a nautical blue might work for us. We'll go nautical blue. Why not? Let's do it. We can also add a roll cage into the car, which will change up the seats as well. We can go for the tuner seats. We can go for the tuner seats with cage. The race setup, which changes the seats as well. We got the race setup with custom seats and the competition setup. I'm not going to go for any of those. I don't really think that they fit the build that I'm kind of going for, so we'll skip that. We can put a primary roof on this thing, secondary roof, or a carbon sculpted roof. We also have the sculpted roof in primary and secondary. We also have the clean roof with a little roof spoiler on it in carbon. We have the tuner roof scoop, also in carbon, competition roof scoop in carbon. We have the classic surfboard on the roof and the modern surfboard. We have the Ubermacht roof box, which I really like that, actually. I think that's quite a unique customization option for this car. I think if I'm going to go for any of them, I'm going to go for the carbon sculpted roof. I just think it looks a little bit more aggressive, which I like, so we'll do that. For the side skirts, we can go for some extended skirts. We can also go for skirts with fins or the skirts with big fins. I think I'm just going to go for the extended skirts. I don't want it to be like too aggressive, so we'll do that. We have some spoiler options here. We have the large stock spoiler, the cutout stock spoiler as well. We have the boot lip spoiler. We have the cutout boot lip spoiler as well. We have the small profile wing, which is that's pretty good looking, honestly. We also have the STD Division spoiler, which is a pretty aggressive looking ducktail. We also have that in carbon as well. We have the small wing. That actually looks really good too. We also have the raised wing and the street wing, the tuner wing, the race wing, and the big wing. If I'm going to go for any of them, I think I'm going to go for the cutout stock spoiler. I think that looks really good. Actually, you know what? Maybe just the raised large stock spoiler. I kind of like that better, so we'll go for that. The wheels on this thing look absolutely phenomenal, and they came black stock, which is interesting. I feel like they typically don't do that, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to go for the forged star just to change them up a little bit. And I was thinking for the color, I could go for like a stone silver, or I could go for like a bronze, or like a dark bronze sort of. I feel like that kind of looks really good with this car. I'm going to go for it. You guys might not like it, but I think it's going to look good. So we'll do that. And for the windows, we will do a dark smoke on them for today. This thing is looking mean as hell, and I'm liking it. Let's take it outside. Let's go ahead and see how it drives. It is daytime outside, thankfully, so that is good. I'm really excited to drive this car upgraded because I've driven it stock, and it was pretty decent stock, but upgraded, I feel like it's going to be kind of an animal. So let's see how it does. It was very, very well balanced as a stock vehicle, so I can kind of only assume that with upgrades, it's going to be even better, just honestly probably faster, so that's gonna make a pretty good difference. The turn-in response on this car is like crazy. For those of you wondering, it is rear-wheel drive. By the way, I will just show that right now. I'm gonna put it up against this tree. You guys can see it's rear-wheel drive. The front wheels are not spinning, and even if I did raise them up off the ground, they would not be spinning. It's rear-wheel drive. This car is purely rear-wheel drive. Kind of a shame. Kind of would have liked like the X-Drive or the all-wheel drive model, but at the same time, I don't mind rear-wheel drive. I think it's actually kind of more fun even in game, so I'm totally fine with this. I think that some people probably would like the all-wheel drive, but I think it's okay. As far as performance goes for this thing, so far, it's feeling pretty good. It kind of reminds me a lot of the Banshee GTS, with better handling, but like similar performance. I feel like it's like kind of feeling as fast as that car, non-HSW, of course. Unfortunately, there's no HSW upgrade available for this thing. I did check. So that kind of sucks. I kind of wish that that was an option for this vehicle. I feel like it could have been like absolutely legendary with HSW, but without HSW, it's feeling pretty damn good. Like it is making pretty quick work of these corners. Obviously, I did spin out a little bit there, but I did just kind of enter a little bit too quickly into that corner. But this thing is like fantastic feeling. It feels super planted. You can also hang the tail out and it drifts like relatively, easily and everything like that, which is nice. I think it's really, really good looking too. Like this is like almost like a one-to-one copy of the G80 in real life. The only thing that's a little different is I think the front end is just a little closer to the ground. Like it's a little more like smushed almost. But I think this thing looks fantastic. It drives really, really well. And I'm pretty happy with my customization of it. I think this thing looks pretty banging. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, but I think that's pretty much it for the Ubermacht Sentinel GTS customization and review for today. It is in the sports category as well, in case you guys were wondering. I think that kind of went without saying, but yeah, sports category. I mean, honestly, it's pretty fucking awesome. I'm really, really digging it, to be honest, guys, and I think that you will too. I'd recommend it. I'd recommend buying one for sure. If you got the money, if you got your businesses set up and everything properly, then yeah, this car, I would say it's going to be like probably close to a must-own vehicle in this game. But we'll have to see. Only time will tell. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will be customizing all the DLC cars today, as well as doing the businesses and everything like that. So stick around. If you're new, consider subscribing. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, of course, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Peace.